Hello everyone. I'm here to present to you our group. Our report is all about ethical consideration in relating with peers. First reporter is myself. I'm going to report about ethical issues in peer transactions. Next is Angela, Kimberly, and Generous. They are going to report the supporting and communicating with peers. Next is Jelyn, Kwojolyn, and Carmina. They are going to discuss about a collaboration, a beneficial and ethical tour. And last is Pauline, Khelvin, and Godwin. They are going to discuss about constructive problem solving. Ethical issues in peer transactions. First, what is ethical issues? Ethical issues in business, it is the situation where a moral conflict arises. In other words, it is an occasion where a moral standard is questioned. Managers are often interdependent with have many contacts with their peers. Mutual cooperation and trust are essential aspects of peer relationship and are usually earned over a period of time. Ethics often play a significant role in success and failure of this relationship and need to be tended carefully. There are five ethical issues in the workplace. First is the unethical leadership. Second is the toxic workplace culture. Third is the discrimination and harassment. Fourth, unrealistic and conflicting goals. And fifth or last, the questionable use of company technology. First, unethical leadership. Unethical leadership, it is the relationship between the manager and the coworker. Some manager put their personal issues in the business so that it lends unethical leadership. For example, is manipulating numbers in a data report and inappropriate activities inside the business. And next, toxic workplace culture. Organization have an leadership that ethical leadership are more than by a toxic workplace culture. Leaders who think nothing in binding bribes and manipulating sales of figures or data and pressuring employees will think nothing of disrespecting and bullying their peers so that some employees resign not because of boredom but also disrespecting and bullying by their leaders and coworkers inside the business. Next is discrimination and harassment. Discrimination and harassment is one of the major ethical issues in the workplace. For example, is sexual harassment and bullying, whether it is verbal, physical, or visual, so that in an organization requires a law that manage the equality and respectful of all types of people inside the business, regardless of the rank, the age, state of living. And also, they have an HRM to manage all the concern of the employees inside the business. Next is unrealistic and conflicting goals. Organization sets a goals, whether it is maintaining monthly sales or numbers of production in the business. But it seems unrealistic and unattainable because some boss have high expectation with their peers. Cutting corners is an unethical shortcut to revisit goals and performance expectation. Last is questionable use of company technology. The improper use of internet or company technology is an huge cost for an organization in loss of time or worker productivity. So that some organizations do not allow to use technology or social media in the business or in their company time because They think it is loss of time or loss of being productive of the peers inside the business. Morality and values-based dilemmas in the workplace are the best difficult to handle when employees have to choose between what is right and what is wrong according to their principles. Forward-thinking employers who implement workplace ethics policies are usually well prepared for the potential conflicts of interest that arises due to the diversity of opinion, values, and culture of the workplace.
Hello everyone, I am Princess Angela JV De Jesus and I am going to present a topic about supporting and communicating with peers. First, let me define what is a peer person. A peer person is someone who is equal to another in terms of its abilities, qualifications, age, background, and social status. In other words, it is someone who is at the same level as you in the organization. It can be your coworker who often shares the same job responsibilities and more or less the same salary as you. And speaking of a peer person, there is this thing called a peer-to-peer communication. A peer-to-peer communication is an act or communication between people who is at the same social level or in the same professional community. For example, me, I'm a student and I am talking to another student is already an example of a peer-to-peer communication. It's because we have the same social level or same level of responsibility as a student. Effective peer-to-peer communication affects the workplace in a variety of ways, including employee engagement, morale, and the satisfaction of the customers, as well as the company's overall success. After all, working cooperatively for the benefit of the customer is the purpose of your job, or it's the purpose of the job, right? And you will enjoy your job much more if the atmosphere is collaborative and positive. It's because effective communication is an effective key to success, and a well-informed employee is a best employee or best salesperson that a company can have.
Good morning, Mom. My name is Kimberly Garcia and I will discuss the fair relationship required a win-win attitude on the parts of all concerned. Think win-win is not about being nice, nor it is a quick fix techniques. It is a character-based code for human interaction and collaboration. Most of us learn to base our self-worth and compassion and competition. We think about succeeding in terms of someone else failing. That is, if I win, you lose, or if you win, I lose. Life becomes a zero-sum game, and if you get a big piece, there's less for me. It's not fair, and I'm going to make sure you don't get any more.
My topic is just a continuation in supporting and communicating with peers. In supporting and communicating with peers, productive relationship is needed. To have a good work relationship, it requires trust, respect, self-awareness, inclusion, and open communication. So, let us talk about trust. When you trust your team members, you can be open and honest in your thoughts and actions, and you don't have to waste your time or energy on watching your back. Respect. Teams that are working together with mutual respect and valuing each other's input and find solutions based on collective insights, wisdom, and creativity. Self-awareness is taking responsibility for your own words and actions and not letting your negative emotions impact the people around you. Inclusion. Don't just accept diverse people and opinions, but welcome them. For instance, when your colleagues offer different opinions from yours, factor their insights and perspective into your decision making. Lastly, open communication. good communications depends on open and honest communication. Whether you're sending emails, face-to-face meeting, or on video calls, the more you communicate effectively with those around you, the better you will connect. So I have here the following questions that may help us to decide when and what we need to communicate. The first one is, what groups depend on me for communication? We all know that communication is an essential aspect of management of a business, and it is important to know what groups needs a communication, because we all know that different groups focus on different matter of interest. The second question is, what do they need to know? Before communicating or giving information to peers, you need to know first what information they need to know from you, for you to provide a clear and exact information they need. The third one is, when do they need to know it? Knowing also when they need to know the information, for the information you give is not only to be effective, but also to be efficient. The last but not the least is, how do I provide it? One should also consider is how to provide information, whether that communication is face-to-face or using other channels.
My topic is all about collaboration. So first, what is collaboration? Collaboration is a competition between managers and between work group, sometimes get out of hand. When it does, a questionable practices are often employed to get ahead or to make the other party look bad. So collaboration is a working practice whereby individuals work together to a common purpose to achieve business benefits. Collaboration is when a group of people come together and contribute their expertise for the benefit of a shared objective, project, and missions. For example, the photographer working with the designer to create a cover image, or a technology department regularly conveying with the marketing team to plug away at quarterly goods. In the other words, collaboration is the process of group of work, but it's also a learned skills. However, your organizations collaborates. It does so all the time, constantly, even now. In fact, collaboration is so ingrained in the way people work nowadays that we rarely even notice when we're doing it. They said it's worth it's worth taking a step back to evaluate how and your people collaborate. Why? Because organizations that collaborate well are likely to be more financially successful, more culturally aligned, and have higher engagement rates.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Carmina Bisquera. Today, I will discuss the benefits of collaboration that are important to being a future manager. First, when people are work together, they stimulate each other to higher levels of achievement. For example, sa isang kumpanya, kung bawat isa merong pagkakaisa, walang lamangan, walang kompetensya sa isang task, yung imposible nagiging posible. Nakikita mo yung mga goals or achievements mo, yung aim ng bawat isa sa ginagawa nila. And second, collaboration builds and reinforce recognition and mutual support. So yun nga, kung may pagtutulungan, makikita mo yung resulta ng pinaghirapan nyo. They see each other their efforts to achieve their goals. Collaboration leads to a commitment to accomplish organizational goals. Kapag may collaboration or pagtutulungan nga, mabubus yung confidence ng bawat isa na gawin niya yung task niya ng nararapat para makamtan yung mga pinag-arapan nilang goal.
I'm Kwojolyn Manuel, and my report is also about collaboration. The benefits of collaboration make it easy to understand why managers who can make it happen are considered leaders. Collaboration can encourage and supported in the following ways. First, identify areas of interdependence that make collaboration appropriate. Involve peers of planning and problem solving to help them to identify where collaboration is needed. Have you faced a problem at work at di mo alam kung sining tatawagan mo para mahingian ng tulong? May iwasan nito kapag you make collaboration as priority. A collaboration team has the opportunity to brainstorm together, working off of each other's expertise para makahanap ng solusyon sa problema. It's all about working together para malaman kung paano at kung ano yung mga gagawin. Second, keep the lines of communication open between everyone involved in a problem, project, or course of action. Team that collaborate also communicate. Ang isang team na alam kung paano magtulungan ay komportable sa pagbibigay ng kanilang sari-sariling ideas. That level of participation means teammates can communicate each other. Paraan nito para makabuti sa isang team. Third, secure positive recognition for those who participate in collaboration efforts. Kapag may collaboration sa isang team, palagi silang makikita ng mga positive result that as the biggest fears of checking whether the teams are able to perform together will be eliminated. Ang pagtratrabaho sa isang team make employees more responsible and it also raises their motivation level. That's all. Thank you.
Hi! I'm Pauline Espiritu Alaba and my report is all about constructive problem solving. Constructive problem solving occurs when two or more people are having the same goals but have different ways to achieve the goal. I'll give you an example. For example, sa isang organization. Sa isang organization, meron lang kayong iisang goal. Pero, marami kasing members ang isang organization, 2 or more. So, ibig sabihin, more people, more ideas. So, babasahin ko yung binigay na report sa amin. All too often, results are poor when peers are brought together to solve problems. Reasons include about the turf, internal politics, jealousy, and or screwed cops. Though pinagsama-sama mo yung peers, ibig sabihin yung mga magkakaibigan, yung mga magkakasundo, magkakaroon ng parang jealousy, ng turf, kasi feeling ng iba, magiging bias, parang unfair, parang hindi umaayon sa kanila yung sitwasyon. Kaya nagkakaroon ng constructive problem solving. Nakalagay din sa libro na much better results are obtained when conscious decision is made to use sound group processes, when participants commit themselves to find the best possible solution rather than to imposing their view exclusively. Sound results can be expected. So sabi niya dito, the best way to get the best result is for you not to give your idea. Rather, find something useful to solve the problem. Do not just give what you think is the best, but explore what is really the best. Open communication encourages employees to change and test the usefulness of ideas in problem solving. Members ng isang organization ay open sa isa't isa. Kailangan maging totoo ka Kailangan hindi mo kimkimin kung ano yung totoong nararamdaman mo. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nun na laging ikaw ang tama. Magbigay ka ng idea at tumanggap ka rin ng idea.
Good day everyone. My name is Khelvin Espiritu and my topic is constructive problem solving. So let's proceed to my report. Number 1 is participants readily contribute ideas and listen to the contribution of others. So what is this? My explanation in this number 1 is when in comes in the decision making, you need to participate in contributing ideas to solve the problem, and you also need to be open in any suggestion of others. Number 2, conflict is arising from different points of view are considered helpful and are resolved constructively. And my explanation in this number 2 is conflict is arising from the different opinion, but it is helpful in solving the problem. And number 3, participants feel free to challenge suggestions they believe are unsupported by the facts of logic, but avoid arguing just to have their way. My explanation is participants is free to contest any suggestion that you think is not gonna help or don't have any kind of logic, but avoid arguing suggestion just to have their way. Number 4, poor solutions are not supported just for the sake of harmony or agreement. My explanation is poor suggestion is not supported because it will not help to solve the problem.
Today, my name is Godwin Domingo and I'm going to report constructive problem solving. Number 4, poor solutions are not supported just for the sake of harmony of agreement. Dito, bawal ang poor solution para lang masabi na okay na ang isang agreement. Number 5, differences of opinion are discussed and resolved. Coin tossing, averaging, majority votes, and other cap-outs are avoided when making a decision. Dito, bawal ang salitang bahala na. Dapat ang desisyon na gagamitin or opinion na gagamitin ay dapat 100% yun na para wala nang mali. Number 6, every participant strives to make the problem solving process efficient and is careful to facilitate rather than hinder or discussion. Dito bawat participants ay nagpa-participate para mag-contribute ng opinion para mas marami ang opinion na iisipin at pagpipilian kung sino doon ang the best. Number 7, participants encourage and support our workers who may be reluctant to offer ideas. Dito, bawat participants ay ini-encourage para mag-contribute ng kanilang opinion kung ano ang masasabi nila na opinion na malay nila ay the best pala para sa problemang kailangan nilang suungin. Number 8, participants understands the value of time and work and elimination extraneous or repetitious discussion. Dito, bawal ang paulit-ulit na discussion. Bawal ang bahala na. Dapat dito mas mabilis ang work dahil pinapahalagan nila ang bawat oras ng pagtatrabaho. Lamang po at maraming salamat. Good day.